Moon Knight. So, Mark has lost his power. Arthur Harrow is getting close to releasing a mitt, and Lila doesn't really seem to trust too much of anybody right now, which makes sense. You're dating somebody, they become somebody else, and then they tell you they're really this person, but they're not. Yeah, it becomes kind of confusing, kind of quick. I like where this episode is going. It looks like it's leading up to revealing more about Mark Spector and Moon Knight. Again, I'm thinking Shadow Knight, was Harrow or is coming. But something I wonder. They showed the suit, right? He was in the suit and he got shot multiple times, and then he gets stabbed a bunch of times, and with those big long spears, and he didn't die. When he was found in the desert and he was brought back, he was dead, but he was brought back. He's wrapped in these cloths. So I'm thinking like Blade is a vampire, but he's kind of not. He's like half and half. And Morbius is a vampire through science, and he's kind of half and half. I think that Mark Spector is a mummy, half and half, at least as far as the MCU goes, because he's not dying. Something happens to him in this show. He gets shot, pow, pow, right in the chest, and I'm thinking, okay, well, he's dead. He got shot twice in the chest. But he's a mummy, I think. He's not wrapped in the mummy cloth, which makes the armor, that he called it, his suit. But I don't think he's dead. He can't be dead because there's 2 more episodes and they star him. So how's he dead? So I think he's a living mummy. I think he's dead. And he's just being brought back to life. I think that maybe Khonshu brought him back, and the other gods have these other avatars. Maybe some are dead, maybe some are alive, and just walking about doing the will of the gods, the Egyptian gods. I'm really curious about that. They have a scene where I believe it's in his mind. He's trapped in an insane asylum, and everyone he's seen during the episode so far is in the insane asylum as another patient, as a security guard or whatever. Harrow is in charge of the place. My theory is that this is all happening in his mind, and it's his mind coping with his insanity. It's probably like that always in his mind, but he doesn't really know, because he passes through that point, like he's in that crazy zone in his mind, and then he comes out and he's walking around controlling the body, and then he gets pulled back in and another persona comes out and he's in that insane asylum. Because remember how he was trapped and chained to the bed, is how he was trapped and chained in the insane asylum in his mind. So I think that that's what it is. Now, Mark is running around in the insane asylum, sees a sarcophagus, opens it up, and Steven's inside. They run down the hallway. There's another sarcophagus, except this one's dark and it's standing up. I think it's the murderous side of Mark, for 1, and for 2, it might very well be, again, my theory, Bushmaster, or Bushman. In the comic books, Bushman was a completely separate dude, and he killed people and everything. I think that Mark's multiple personality disorder makes him think that Bushman is a whole other person, but it is in fact another one of his persona, which would give him problems with him and Lila, because she asked him, "Did you kill my dad?" And he was like, "No, of course not." And he may think he didn't because his other personality did, and he's unaware of that other personality, which of course is there, because when he is in Egypt and he's fighting those guys and all of a sudden he blacks out, He comes to, he's got the knife in his hand, and that dude falls in front of him dead. He killed that dude, but he didn't. He doesn't remember doing it. And he asked Steven, his other persona, and Steven's like, no, of course, I didn't do it. So we know there's a third one, and we know he's more than likely murderous. Somebody could have killed him while the third one was out. Somebody could have done it, and he just woke up and the dude fell over dead. That could have happened. But more than likely, he did it. So when they're running through his mind in the insane asylum, they see another sarcophagus, which is very dark in color, and it's standing up. It's not laying down like Steven's was. It's standing up, and it's shaking, and they don't open it for whatever reason. And if it was me and I was stuck someplace and I could get extra help, I'd get extra help. But they kind of knew not to open that, so they run past it. That's their evil persona. That's the evil thing inside of him. And I'm curious, because they only got 2 more episodes. So next episode, they've got to release that guy, I think. Also, he got shot twice in the chest because Harrow poured buckets of bullets inside of him. So he gets shot twice in the chest. And another one of the Egyptian gods shows up. And she's like, hey guys, I think she is going to be the catalyst to bring him back to life or to stop him from dying. Or maybe she brought Khonshu with her and he's going to bring him back. Khonshu's got to come back. They've only got 2 more episodes. They got to bring Khonshu back. They got to show the new persona. They got to say what's up with that hippo lady. They still haven't released Ahmet. She's got to come out. She's got to come out. They got to battle her and she's got to lose. So all of that has to happen. Harrow has to be defeated. Lila and Mark have to come to some type of conclusion. They've only got 2 episodes left. It's a lot of stuff. In the Hawkeye series, they crammed a lot of stuff in the last episodes. It's like they were doing the episodes and they were like, man, we're having fun. And then the last one, they were like, oh, we forgot to close off all of these ends. And then they crammed a bunch of stuff in the last episode. Wasn't as great as the other ones. I think that's what's going to happen here. They're rolling along and it just seems like there's too much stuff to go on for them to fix it. I do not believe there's going to be a Moon Knight 2nd season, so it's got to be done now. And I mean, the world has been twisted. Remember, Khonshu moved the skies. Somebody's got to put that back, man. So Khonshu's got to come back for that. He wants Lila as his other avatar. Of course, that's not going to happen. I mean, it might, but we don't know. 2 episodes. We're going to find out. But this episode so far, and the season so far, I would give this Moon Knight still, even though I think the last episode might have been the worst episode, it was still good. I don't think it takes away from the whole story. I would give Moon Knight 9 bags of popcorn. Still gonna give it 9 bags of popcorn, man, because that's what I think about that. More importantly, what do you think about that? And as you've seen the video, let's talk about it in the comments. And as always, if you like the video, if you like the content, subscribe. And then like.
Popcorn passport. Get your popcorn passport.